Welcome back to Sea Power. So this is a rematch of a scenario that I ran about a week ago. 4 United States Iowa Class Battleships versus 4 Russian Kirov class missile cruisers. So as you can see here, we have our 4 Iowa class vessels. We've got the USS Iowa, the Missouri, the Wisconsin, and the New Jersey. This time I'm running them in a different formation. I had them line abreast for the last matchup. That didn't work out so well for us. This time I'm using more of an arrowhead formation. So I've got this point leader here and these 3 ships trailing in sort of a triangular shape. So we've got the same air assets. We've got the AEW aircraft, Airborne Early Warning. This is an AWACS, which is officially known as the E3 Sentry. The game is paused right now, that's why everything looks so still. In a moment I'll hit the play button and we'll let the war start. The AI is going to control everything in this. I'm not going to do any manual control of any of the ships. So we'll just let the computer figure out what would happen in this battle. Although I did do a lot of pre-setup to make sure that all the ships and planes have the proper orders for this mission. We've also got a... Let's back up here. We also have an Prowler, EA-6B Prowler. He's going to fly right over this formation and fly straight at the Russians and hopefully perform some jamming on the incoming missiles. You can see he has 3 ECM pods on the wings and on the center line. I really like the level of detail they put into this version of the game. Alright, so we'll take a quick look at the formation again. Again, these are Iowa Class Battleships. You can see they have these chaff launchers on the side. These will shoot a cloud of chaff, metallic cloud of chaff into the air above the ship and try to spoof the incoming missiles. We've got these point defense cannons here. These are the Phalanx, also known as CWIS, close in support weapon, I believe is what the acronym stands for. And over here, let's turn around a little bit. These are the Tomahawk launchers here. These will pivot upwards and the missiles will fire sideways from the ship and then they'll turn and go downrange. And over here, let's see if I can find the harpoon launchers. Harpoon launchers are right here. So again, these are going to fire sideways from the vessel and then turn and go downrange. And we also have another set of harpoon launchers here and here. And of course, the signature of the Iowa class, these 16-inch main guns. We've got 1 turret of 3 aft, and then we have 2 turrets of 3 16-inch guns forward on the stern of the ship. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and start this battle. Let's start it from the view of the E3 first, and then we'll zoom in on the battleships. All right, here we go. Oh, I forgot to show you the strategic view. Just a real quick view here. So, as you can see, this is the United States. This is Central America. And if we scroll down a little bit more, we'll get down here to Panama. So this is the Panama Canal. You can see all the marine traffic here at the south end of the canal and also gathering here at the north end. Okay, this battle will take place 200 miles north of the Panama Canal, approximately here. So we've got the 4 Russian vessels here. We've got our 4 American battleships about here. So this is a fictional battle. The assumption is that the Russians have somehow taken control of the Panama Canal. The Americans are bringing in 4 Iowa class battleships to try and reclaim it. I'm not sure if that would really happen in real life, but that's the way the scenario is set up. So we've got 4 Russians versus the 4 American heavies. And so, all right, so that's the strategic view. And back to the, okay, this is the tactical view. Again, so we've got our 4 Russians here and 4 American ships here. plus an AWACS, or plus a Prowler. Okay, now let's try this again. All right, the view from the Prowler. And go. Okay. That's very cool. We can see the missiles launching. That's the first volley. I hope they get another volley off. In the first version, the Americans fired all their harpoons and tomahawks in just one volley, and then they didn't do anything after that. Hopefully they'll get a second volley off before the incoming missiles start wreaking havoc on this formation. Okay, here's a view from one of the tomahawks. And here's a view from one of the N-19 shipwreck missiles launched by the Russians. As you can see, these are higher altitude missiles, so they are up in the flight levels where the air is thinner. They can travel much faster than the Tomahawks or the Harpoons, so they will reach their target before the American missiles reach their target. So that's a very nice formation. Now their profile, they will get closer to the target and then they will dive down and hug the waves the same way these Harpoons Tomahawks are just hugging the surface. Like I said, these are much slower. The Russian missiles will get to their target faster than these American missiles. Is traveling at about 900 knots. This missile is traveling around 550. And this is the Russian shipwreck traveling at about 1,000 knots, 970 now. Okay, they've gone down to this skimming mode. They're getting very close, and they just passed the Harpoons and Tomahawks in flight. They will have the American ships in sight soon. You can see the smoke on the horizon. I don't know why battleships don't fire SAMs at the incoming missiles. They are firing their cannons, their anti-aircraft guns, but they don't launch any SAMs. The Americans didn't do so well. It looks like we only have one ship that's taken hits. And we just launched a second volley. Let's see what's happening at the Russian side. Okay, they've launched a second volley. That's not good. Russian second volley is incoming as well. They should be dropping down into surface skimming mode soon. There they go, diving down. Russians have launched another volley of M19 shipwreck missiles. superior to the side-mounted launchers that they have on the Iowa class. Why aren't the Iowa class launching SAM missiles the way the Russians are launching SAM missiles? Is that a flaw in the simulation? Okay, we sank one of their cruisers. This one's seriously damaged. There's no damage on these two. Okay, I wish this guy would steer towards one of these ships that have not been hit yet. It looks like he's targeting this one that's already on fire. So is this one? They're all targeting the same ship apparently. That's not no bueno. Another target. Shush. This thing's taking lots of hits, but we need to land these missiles on the other ships. This one's really done, so we're wasting all these missiles on a ship that's sinking. This one is unscathed. So is this one. This one is done. Alright, so we sank two. But the Americans are not doing any better. I think all four of them are going to sink. To score a few hits. Americans are not done yet. Got it. So the punched a hole, and then the warhead traveled deep within the ship and detonated along with the fuel that was still on board the missile. Sam. Russians are still firing Sams. So the Russians have one ship that hasn't been touched, three that one is sunk, and two that are sinking. sinking or sunk. This is the Wisconsin. It's the only one that's still barely afloat. They should be abandoning ship. The Russians have more missiles coming in. Battleships have been sunk. 3 of the Kirovs have been sunk. And one of them got by without a scratch. I don't know how that happened. I'm not sure why the American missiles kept targeting ships that were already sinking or sunk, rather than going after the ones that were still launching missiles. Everything looks so peaceful from up here. All the carnage took place on the surface. And here is the winner, sole survivor. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.